Aloha, Mother Fathers. Welcome in. It is another edition of Kyle Reacts. We're back after a few wrestling shows off because I was worn out. But nevertheless, we're here. All Hulk Hogan tributes aside, we're back. And of course, reviewing Friday Night Smackdown from the beautiful city of Cleveland. Of course, our humble abode, our hometown. Didn't go because I'm a broke boy and couldn't afford it. But nevertheless, watched, and we have some notes on some of the things we liked and did not like. Let's start with the beginning. Jelly Roll with the line of the night. I'm going to ship your ass back to Westlake. That was fantastic. If you're from Cleveland, you know that was hilarious because that's where Logan Paul is actually from, and it is not a very bad community. It's very nice, actually. Logan did have a pretty good childhood. He was raised by hardworking blue-collar parents that, could afford to give him a lot of opportunity. So, yeah. That was pretty cool. Love that. Still excited to see it. There were some things here or there, obviously, with it, but you can tell he's put in work. I'm excited for Jelly Roll's match at SummerSlam, so looking forward to that. Also, want to give a shout out to Cody. Wearing the big C on his chest. He's playing into it big time. Talking about morals, all that stuff. Trying to sell us on another match with John Cena. Will John, who now I respect a little bit less because he didn't show up in Cleveland, especially with the Hulk Hogan stuff. It would have been really cool if John could have been there. But will John show up to SummerSlam like the old John Cena? Will this be the movement now? Will this be the moment where we start to see him turn back to the good guy, so to speak? Who knows? I don't know. This is the opening, salvo fired really in this feud the second time around. I thought last week kind of blew. So good to see Cody just tried to light the fire, and the people were behind him. They love him. It's going to be a real pain in the ass if he turns, isn't it? But nevertheless, we're excited, obviously, for that. How about The Miz coming back tonight? Of course, it's Cleveland, so he had to show up, and coming out with balls. He's had that stupid big balls thing with Maurice for a long time, but he had big ones. He slapped the shit out of Jacob Fatu. It wasn't a Jimmy Uso Gunther slap, to the point where Gunther had to beat him with an inch of his life, but it was a pretty damn good one, and Jacob ate it. Miz actually put on a pretty good match. This is the annual Miz giving a promo about how he's underlooked and underappreciated and overlooked. He's not wrong, but it's the same promo every time. So, Mike, I need you to change it up a little bit. I love you, and I need a little more. And also, let's give him another run. Is it going to be for a mid-card championship? Is it going to be possibly a John? I don't know. Probably not. But, I mean, who knows? We'll see. It's Miz. So just happy he's back. Happy those rumors about him getting released weren't true. At least not yet. And, lastly, to the tag teams. We have a tag team division on Raw where it kind of feels like Judgment Day and nobody else. I mean, no offense to the LWO, but I really don't care. And on the other side, we have the SmackDown tag team division where there's 6 teams that I could see all being champion. The Wyatt Six, I still think they're missing the boat and the opportunity to really play with Bo Dallas and make him important. I really hate the name Uncle Howdy. I can't, scream that enough into the rafters of Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, but nevertheless, this is what his name is, so whatever. But yeah, the tag team's great. We're going to get another TLC match at SummerSlam, which is good because Sunday's card was looking a little light. I'm assuming that's when it's going to go on. Sunday could be a really big day. I think there could be 5 or 6 championship matches. If you count this one, 6 championship matches on Sunday. So they're making Sunday feel like the true main event of SummerSlam. There's only one thing I didn't like from the show, and it was kind of a two-parter. One, apparently Jade Cargill can just make matches whenever she wants now, as long as she grabs a referee and throws him into the ring. That's interesting. And two, the burial of Chelsea Green, who is one of the most over stars in WWE right now, especially when it comes to the women. If you watch, obviously, the program, you know that I'm a big proponent of women's wrestling. I think WWE has the best and deepest women's division currently, maybe ever, as far as just talent and people you could see actually get over and be superstars. And Chelsea's one of those people where she's, again, very underrated, and she's really good at this, and she's actually a really good wrestler too, but she's stuck in this role of this Karen with security bullshit. I'd love to see Chelsea just actually be able to be a badass and eventually maybe one day do that, but I don't know if it's ever going to get to that point. But this, I mean, losing in a couple minutes, it's got a purpose. Understand that. Wish it was somebody else. That's all. She fits the role, but at the same point, I don't want Chelsea Green to become the female Miz. Like, I don't want that. No offense to Mike, but he's won a couple world championships. So I could say that and feel pretty confident. I don't know if Chelsea's ever going to get there, and that sucks because she deserves it. But yeah, that was it. I mean, that's going to wrap it up, guys, for this recap, this reacts for SmackDown here in Cleveland. The Hulk Hogan stuff was expected. AEW not saying a word, maybe not so much, but we'll see if that changes. Who knows? But nevertheless, looking forward to next Monday on Raw. I'd say go watch the full episode of the podcast that aired last night, but it was only about 14 minutes long. So do with it what you will. Nevertheless, I will see you guys back on Monday for our Raw Reacts, the go-home show to SummerSlam. Until then, have a great weekend. Stay safe. And, of course, I'll see you on Monday.